Good evening, friends. It's an extremely delightful moment for me to be amongst you this evening on the occasion of Meet the President program being organized by the Southern India Regional Council. It's touching, and I can say from the bottom of my heart, thanks to all of you. And if I am standing before you as the President of the Institute, I think all of you have played a very important role to play. And I would like to once again thank you for the kind of love, affection, warmth you have showered on me. And I would just like to assure the members present here that I will put all my energies at my command, put in my best efforts to see that how best I can steer the Institute to greater heights. Friends, this morning when I got up at 4 a.m. in the morning, I had to catch a flight to Chennai. I just happened to tell my mother that I'm going to Chennai for a felicitation, and she recollected the fact that my father, Mr. K R Kumar, many of our erstwhile speakers have said, was the chairman of the regional council. My mother still has a few albums with her. She happened to show me yesterday an album where the foundation stone for this particular block was laid, and my father was the chairman of the region. I could see him actively, participate in the activity of the regional council then, way back in 75. And it's really touching for me. Today I'm being felicitated in this same auditorium. Friends, he's been a great well-wisher of mine. He encouraged me, motivated me. And today the only fire in the belly that is there to work for the profession, it is only his good wishes, his motivation. He always wanted me to serve the profession, and I'm really thankful to him on this occasion. It has been a very long journey for me in the Institute, 22 years to be precise. But yes, it's been an exciting journey to meet a lot of stalwarts in the profession, an exciting journey meeting a lot of young students, members, successful members, and I've always enjoyed working for the Institute right from the year 1992. I've spent whole of my life contributing to the Institute in addition to doing my practice. Here, friends, I would like to state that yes, the Institute has been a part of my life, and I cherished all the good moments I've had in my life. I've had the opportunity of traveling with so many people present here, and we've always had a good time serving the members and students, and it's a great opportunity God has given you to serve the profession, and I deem it a honor and privilege. Our chairman of the Southern India Regional Council, Mr. Raja Rajeshwaran, a very simple, down-to-earth member from Madurai. My compliments to you on being elected as the chairman. When I was the chairman of the Regional Council, he was the chairman of the Madurai branch, and today as the president of the Institute, he's the chairman of the SIRC. It's a great coincidence, because we were not sure who would be the chairman, and only yesterday morning he was elected. And my compliments to you, Raja Rajeshwaran. I'm sure under your dynamic leadership, the Southern India Regional Council will do extremely well. Amongst all the 5 regions, friends, our region is extremely good. The kind of program that is conducted in the region, the number of branches we have, the activity that is taking place, I think the Southern India Regional Council is one of the most vibrant regions, and all of us should be proud and happy that yes, we are part of this great region. To demonstrate this, yes, we got the commendation certificate last year. Credit should go to Prasanna, another dynamic leader from Visakhapatnam. Used to travel many times to Chennai and used to tell me, Mr. Raghu, it's a huge task. Last 31 days he has been in Chennai. That's what he told me this morning. And the kind of love and affection he has for the profession. My compliments to you, Prasanna, for the good work you have done last year as the chairman of the Regional Council, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Naresh Chandra Geli, the vice chairman of the Regional Council, a good friend of mine from Hyderabad. Again, a dedicated worker. Kota Srinivas from Bangalore, my good friend, who has been elevated as the secretary. I'm sure both Naresh and Kota Srinivas, a lot of enthusiasm. They'll do a lot for the profession. I'm very confident. And Adusumali Venkateshwar Rao, the treasurer, I'm sure he'll be able to build in more coffers for the SIRC under his dynamic leadership. And of course, 2 eminent past presidents present here. I think that is the, when I say it's such a nice feeling for me to be here and stand amongst all of you and in the presence of 2 past presidents who have served the profession. I think my joy is really so nice. And Mr. Balakrishnan as I know him from a boy, he used to come home, meet my father, and I used to see him. A great friend and philosopher, always used to motivate me. I still remember when I was felicitated as the chairman of the region here in this very hall, he said, Mr. Raghu, you're poised to become the president, sir. It has happened. My thanks to you for your love and affection. And whenever we meet Balakrishnan, he's a man full of energy. He always has a lot of exciting things to tell you, motivate you. He's already spotted so many new presidents. That is the kind of vision what Mr. Balakrishnan has. We're all proud about you, sir. The kind of contribution. Whenever I travel across the southern region, when I visit the branches, I see the foundation stone being laid by you, the branch building being inaugurated by you. Your contribution to the profession is immense, and we are really thankful to you for that. Mr. Bhupati was my president. I have traveled with him across the southern region. He told me only one thing when I took over as the chairman, Raghu, this year I'm the president. So wherever I'm traveling, you have to come with me. Don't expect any invitation from me for any branch. The moment you come to know that I'm there, the president's program is there, you have to come along with me. We have traveled almost 25 branches across the southern region. A very simple person, very nice human being, and lovable person. And of course, I was a student way back in '87 when I came to Chennai. I happened to be a student, and I've seen him very closely working hard. And one quality which I find in Mr. Bhupati is his hard work. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, being on time for his classes at 6 a.m. That is the discipline what I've seen in him was perfect. Never, not even a single day used to be late by a minute. 6 o'clock means 6 o'clock, and that is what I've learned from Mr. Bhupati, to be hardworking. And of course, when we travel, we used to have a lot of good times. And Mr. Bhupati used to travel by train, we used to travel by flights. And of course, we have had great moments, and I cherish all the memories I had with him. And this evening when I just walked in, he silently came to me, hugged me, and gave me a small cover, a beautiful greeting card, complimenting me, congratulating me. And he said, Raghu, I specially selected this for you. Sir, thank you very much for your love and affection. And your good wishes, your blessings are very much required for me to steer this institute to greater heights. Having said this, my two past chairmen, Srinivasan sir, I had the opportunity of presenting a paper on computer applications for chartered accountants way back in 1988, when Aruloli was a student leader. He organized that conference. Srinivasan was the chairman of the session, and I was a paper writer. My relationship with Mr. Srinivasan is since then, and I'm happy for all the good words you have talked about me, sir. Mr. Ravi Shankar was the chairman of the regional council and I was the secretary. We worked a lot. And one thing good about Ravi Shankar is whenever he used to come to Chennai, he used to see me off to the railway station. Before seeing me off, he used to take me to Sarvana Bhavan, ensure that I have a good meal, and then drop me to the railway station. And he said, Raghu, your tickets are there. You have taken your bags. Everything is fine. And he used to drop me. And I still remember Ravi Shankar doing this almost about 25 to 30 times the entire year. Thank you, Ravi Shankar. I still remember your love and affection for me. Devraj Reddy and Babu are the two jewels present here. Of course, 4 more jewels are there, not here. And my compliments to both of them. Devraj Reddy, the chairman board of studies, will be steering a lot of new activities. You have seen Devraj Reddy, a divine personality. And Devraj Reddy is so popular today across the country, not only for distributing prasadam and calendars, everywhere, even when we go to the airport, when we are about to check in and we find we are late, when they see Devraj Reddy, they oblige him. And that is why I said, Devraj Reddy, you please go ahead, I'll follow you. And in fact, I still remember in one flight, the pilot came out of his cockpit and said, Mr. Devraj Reddy, can you give me the calendar for 2014? And Mr. Devraj Reddy readily obliged, and he said, I have 3 calendars given by you to me. And he showed all the 3 calendars of 13, 12, and 11. That is Devraj Reddy for all of you. He'll do an excellent job as a chairman of the board of studies. And I'm sure all the students present here would get a lot of new things for the student community. Babu, again, past chairman of the Southern India Regional Council, done an excellent job. He'll be in the executive committee, examination committee, is planning a lot of examination reforms. He'll be solidly standing behind me as a rock. And I would like to thank Babu for the excellent work he's doing. He's extremely popular around the world. Whenever I go to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Bahrain, they say, how is Mr. Babu? That is the kind of love and affection Babu has amongst the overseas members. Of course, Balu was here, he's not there. Madhubala, we had the opportunity of working together in the regional council. I'm very happy that they are here. And 3 of my teachers are here, Mr. Nagarajan, Mr. Venkatesh Kumar, they're all here. Thanks to both of you, sir, for having been here. And all the distinguished regional council members, senior members, managing committee members, chairman of all the new branches, students present here, I can say, friends, it's a very special moment for me, a moment which I will cherish for a very long time. Having said this, I think I would straight away go to the action plan. What is it I propose to do the next 12 months? What is the agenda that I've set? And where each one of you present here can contribute. My request to you is, when I articulate my action plan, when I present the action plan, you need to decide and figure out for yourself as to which is the area, strategic area of focus which I am planning you could contribute. So straight away, friends, the theme for the year is moving towards new frontiers. The reason why we have chosen this theme is that we need to demonstrate, we need to communicate to the society at large that yes, here is a profession that is dynamic, here is a profession that is responsive, and here is a profession that is changing towards keeping in mind the changes taking place around us. And when we talk about new frontiers, it connotes many things. Today, the profession is moving to an era of specialization. We have chartered accountants, great demand for chartered accountants, having the knowledge of international taxation, IFRS, ERP implementation, forensic accounting, and fraud detection. So we see a lot of new frontiers coming in the profession, and we want all the young generation members to move into these new frontiers. Not only that, when we talk about new frontiers today, chartered accountants are great demand around the world. So we see new frontiers opening for chartered accountants around the world. So we would like to communicate, we would like to tell the world at large that the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is one of the most recognized accounting bodies in the world, the second largest. We are growing fast, and this accounting body is extremely happy to steer the profession in a new direction. And for this, as a young leader, I thought I should take this opportunity as a leader of the profession to steer the institute to newer frontiers, and for this, all of us will be playing a very important role. The first area of focus would be on leadership and influence. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has been a leader amongst leaders. We would like to continue to play the lead role. We would like to demonstrate that yes, we are the influencers to the government. Today we are working with the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and yes, they have good words about the profession. When we had the opportunity of submitting many recommendations to the Ministry of Finance, we had the opportunity of meeting the Finance Minister, Mr. Chidambaram. Recently, he had invited us. He told us we have launched this VCS scheme. Our previous voluntary disclosure scheme under the Income Tax Act was a big success. We find that the scheme is not taking off. We want the support of your membership. I said, sir, why don't we do a live webcast to the Ministry of Finance? We have a webcasting facility, and if you could speak to all our members on the webcast, I'm sure your scheme will be a big success. He readily accepted my suggestion, and we did a live webcast from the Ministry of Finance for the first time in the history of the Institute. And friends, more than 25,000 chartered accountants viewed this webcast. And after the entire scheme was over, we had a call from the Ministry of Finance thanking us for the initiative, for the support that we extended to the government in this particular initiative. Why I'm trying to draw your attention to this is the fact that, friends, we have a very good association with the Ministry of Finance. Not only we submit the pre-budget memorandum, post-budget memorandum, we are helping them with the direct tax code, and they are all praised for the profession. With the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, we are working very closely with them. We are helping them in the implementation of the New Companies Act. We have a lot of challenges before us. We have a lot of concerns. Recently, after taking over as a president, I had the opportunity of meeting the minister, Mr. Sachin Pilot, Minister of Corporate Affairs, Sachin Pilot. When I had the opportunity to tell him what our concerns are, he only said one thing, Mr. Raghu, we are very you can be rest assured that we will take care of your interests. We had a concern about National Financial Reporting Authority, NAFRA. We had a concern on rotation of auditors. We had a concern on cap on the number of audits. And we had a concern on the definition of fraud. All these four areas, when I spoke to him, he said your concerns will be addressed. And I told him only one thing. We have in our country a lot of small and medium practitioners. We would want the rotation of auditors restricted to only the large size companies. 1% companies and private limited companies should be outside the rotation of auditors, and also the cap on the number of audits, for which he said definitely we'll look into it. As far as NAFRA is concerned, he also said yes, we have understood your concerns. We will definitely see how best we can protect the interests of your members and the institute, and you're doing a good job, and we would like to see how best we can partner with you. So this is the words of assurance we got from the Minister for Corporate Affairs. Today, friends, with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, we're doing investors awareness program. We have taken a mandate to conduct 1,000 investors awareness programs to demonstrate our commitment to society. Today, what is happening? We find a lot of people making investments, wrong investments, and we have a responsibility as finance professionals, as chartered accountants, to guide the society, the citizens, how to make the right kind of investments. And this initiative, which we have taken up to conduct programs across the nook and corner of the country, has really given us a good image with the institute. We are working with the postal department to help them to convert their cash system accounting, accrual system accounting. We are working with the CBI to train their officials in forensic accounting and fraud detection. We are doing a lot of work with a lot of government departments, and only one thing I can say is that yes, we have demonstrated leadership, and we would like to demonstrate our leadership not only with the various government authorities, with the other stakeholders also. As far as our relationship with the regulators is concerned, the Reserve Bank of India, the Securities Exchange Board of India, and IRDA, we continue to play a very proactive role. And whenever we have interactions with the governor, the deputy governor, the Reserve Bank of India, we always feel yes, we have an important role to play, because today the regulators are looking at chartered accountants with sort of different skill sets. Recently, when I had the opportunity of meeting the deputy governor, he asked me, Mr. Raghu, can you provide me a list of chartered accountants who have the ability to carry out fraud detection and forensic audit? I said, yes, sir, we do have a list of chartered accountants who can provide it. The regulators are looking at our profession for various new services. And when we proactively say, yes, we could provide that kind of support, they're very happy about it. As far as SEBI is concerned, they've set up a qualified auditors report committee where all the qualified audit reports are examined by us, and the chairman of the QARC is the chairman of the FRRB, who is a nominee of the institute. SEBI also has great respect for the institute. IRDA, I'm on the board of IRDA, and we are working closely with IRDA to see how best we could play an important role in the insurance sector. All the regulators, we are continuing to play a proactive role, and I can only say that yes, this is something that is good for the profession, and we would continue to play this positive role. As a regulator, we are playing our regulatory role to perfection. The entire disciplinary cases filed before the institute before 2007 has been cleared, except for 4 cases, and I'm happy that we have put all the disciplinary cases on the fast track. We would like to see whatever balance cases are there, we complete the next 12 months so that we could have the disciplinary proceedings done on an online real-time basis. You file a complaint tomorrow, maybe the next week, you will have the hearing to take place. That is the kind of speed in which we are looking at. We have a very strong ethical standards board with a very good ethical standards code. We have the Financial Reporting Review Board that reviews the financial statements of top listed companies. We have a peer review board that looks at improving the quality of professional work. And I can say that our regulatory role has been complemented by the regulators and the society at large. So we would continue to play our role in this category very well, for which we seek all your suggestions. Coming to the next area of focus, global opportunities. Today, what is happening, friends? The young CAs are no longer interested to be in Chennai or Bangalore. They're not interested in income tax practice. They don't want to do audit. They want to go abroad, take up global careers. We have mapped this, the expectation of the young generation CAs. We decided, yes, we should step our initiatives globally. Today, we have 22 foreign chapters. This year, we plan to add 6 more new chapters. And today, chartered accountants are there around the world. Last year, as a vice president, I had the opportunity of going around the world wherein our chapters are there. And I can say only one thing is that our members there are doing extremely well. And the brand Indian CA is extremely sought after brand, and we have a global brand is what I would like to communicate to all of you. Gulf is where the most of the CAs are there. More than 8,000 CAs are there in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Muscat, Bahrain. Whole lot of CAs are there. Then in Australia, we have chartered accountants in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. More than 2,000 of them. And in Singapore, we have about 2,000 CAs in Singapore. And the entire the opportunities are there in the global geographies are so good. Today, the kind of pay packages what they earn, the kind of lifestyle what they earn is something extremely good, and one should go and meet them to understand what is the kind of opportunities what they have. And we would like to have one single point agenda to see how we are able to double the headcount in all these locations. Today we have about 14,000 CAs outside the country. The next 3 years we want to see how another 14,000 people can go there and take up global careers. And for this, we'll be strengthening our chapters. We'll be entering into mutual recognition agreement with another 7 to 8 accounting regulators, and we would like to see how best we can step up our initiatives. We're coming out with welcome packs, where all these electronic welcome packs, if a young CA wants to go to Singapore, he can just download this welcome pack that will give him all the visa requirements, what are the companies that are there in Singapore, who all are our chapter members, and how best he can reach out to the corporates there so that he could get himself a job in Singapore. This packs can be electronically downloaded by the member. He could prepare himself completely and then pack his bags and go to these countries. That is what we plan to do on the global front. On the third area, which we would like to focus on members industry, 55% of the membership of 240 are in the industry. The concerns of the members or industry are different. They do not have time to come to seminars. They do not have time to drive down to the institute. And we find that they're very, very busy. I come from a city like Bangalore. The entire IT sector is there in one corner and the institute is in one corner. And about 4,000 to 5,000 people work there, and they say, Mr. Raghu, it's just not possible for us to come to the institute. So what I realized that yes, we need to cater to them. We need to deliver quality continuing professional education their doorstep. We started e-learning courses, which was a big success, webcasting, ICA all these initiatives which we took up when I was the chairman of the IT committee, chairman for the committee for members industry, has been a big success. And we would like to continue to work for them to see how best we reach out to all of them and deliver quality education at their doorstep. We also would like to conduct campus interviews. 15 locations we're doing it. We would like to see more and more companies participating. 6 to 7 lakhs is the kind of pay package that is offered to young CA, and we would like to see for the members industry how we can help them. We are now permitting companies having 25 chartered account to set up study circles. We are conducting outreach programs where we go to the company, put all the CAs together and talk to them about the institute. Some of the initiatives what we are doing for the industry would continue. The next area of focus would be, yes, something close to my heart, members in practice. 95% of them are small and medium practitioners. Yes, we need to empower them. Today, there's a need for chartered accountants in the small and practitioners category to move into specialization. Today, the industry looks at CAs, or the industry wants CAs or practicing CAs who have specialized knowledge. We have launched 13 certification courses, and I would request all the practitioners here, if they want to build additional skill sets, if they want to get into new areas, they need to do these certification courses, which are a big success and is being conducted across the country in various branches. And I'm sure members in practice would be immensely benefited. We also have a SMP committee that caters to the requirement of them. We're providing them with audit software, we're providing them with billing software, accounting software, payroll software. We're tied up with many nationalist banks to give them concessional finance. We're giving them concessional motor insurance, concessional professional indemnity insurance, concessional, medical insurance. We're doing so many things for the small and medium practitioners. We will continue to focus on the SMPs and we'll try to see how best we can support the small and medium practitioners. But only thing I would like to tell them that yes, specialization is something very important. You need to keep in mind, if you want to improve your revenue earnings, if you want to take the firm to the greater height, you need to merge, you need to network, you need to specialize. These are the 3 mantras that are there. And we would like to support the members in practice because members in practice are very important to us. The next area which we would like to focus is women empowerment. I heard many speakers talking about this because I presented this action plan in the council meeting. 22% of our women members are there. The membership are women members. Their challenges are different. Whenever women members come to us as representative, either as central council members, regional council members, they tell us, first 5 years has been great. I've been able to get a good job, a very smart salary, but after I got married, I have to take care of the children, I have to take care of my parents, so we are finding it difficult. So what we decided is we want to introduce a flexi working portal. Let us say a lady, a member of our institute, wants to work from 12 to 4. We will permit her to register on this online portal. It will be known as a flexi working portal. We will tell all the member firms across the country that yes, here is a portal of women members who are ready to work on a flexi basis. They can get in touch with the respected, in that respective place, woman member, and they can download the profiles of the women members and then get into a professional engagement. Our intention is to see that the women members get connected to the profession and they don't stop working. This is one initiative which I thought will help the women members. Then number 2, on the Companies Act, I think you're all aware, the role of women has increased. Independent directors, one of them should be women members. I see a big opportunity for our members, the women members. So we want to conduct capacity building programs to train our women members on to be independent directors. And once we train our women members on how to become independent directors, I'm sure they'll play a very important role on the boards of various corporates. Yes, women empowerment is something which I am sure will be a new change. We have set up a new committee known as Women Members Empowerment Committee for the first time, and this committee will be steering a lot of initiatives, projects for the women member, and I'm sure Sri Priya would play a very important role in trying to steer a lot of activities in the southern region. The next area of strategic focus would be on young members. 50%, 35, 50% of the membership are below the age group of 35. They are not interested in bank audit. They are not interested in C&D audit. If I tell them, when I speak to them, they say, no, Mr. Raghu, we are not interested in bank audit. We are not interested. Their aspirations are different. Their expectations are different. The needs are different. We have mapped all of them, and we would like to work towards them. We would like to handhold them and support them. As a young leader myself, I thought it's my fundamental duty to support the young generation CAs, the next generation CAs, because the future is in them. And I would like to see how best I can support them, help them to set up practice units, help them to go abroad, and see whatever the young members want today. I would like to map them, identify their concerns, and try to support them. And for that, all the youngsters present here, young members, should try to reach out to me and tell me what is it you want us to do. So that is what we plan for the young members. Again, we have set up a new committee known as Young Members Empowerment Committee that will cater to the needs of the young members of the profession. I'm sure this will be one big fundamental change that will take place in the current year, and the flavor for the year would be for the young generation members. The next area of strategic focus would be students. 10 lakh students is a big number. Whenever I travel abroad, when we meet a lot of delegations overseas, when I tell them we have 10 lakh students, they start, blinking, and they said, Mr. Raghu, 10 lakh students is a big number, and the kind of, appreciation we get is huge. And today, 10 lakh students, we don't have any campus. We provide study materials, suggested answers, study revision test papers, compilers, everything. That's it. You can come to the institute for coaching classes. But what we want to do is, we want to bring all the 10 lakh students together on one platform. We want to have a cloud campus. We will try to connect all the 10 lakh students onto the cloud. And when I had the opportunity of traveling along with Mr. Mahalingam, the vice chairman of TCS, on a flight from Bangalore to Delhi, he said, Raghu, why don't you do this? Yours is a premier institute. You have so many students. Bring everyone together on a virtual campus, on a cloud campus, and offer all your activities, the educational material you're providing to them on ebook format, on e-learning format. And this year, what we propose to do today, the Board of Studies has a lot of offerings. Today, the entire study material is available in ebook format. We have video lectures, we have audio lectures. Entire thing will be available to them on a cloud campus. There will also be a concept known as e-diary, where every week the student has to upload what all training is undergone so that we could do a validation. There will also be an articleship training portal. Let us say a student has been asked to conduct a statutory bank branch audit. He'll be given all the checklists, all the format that is required for him to carry out an audit. And we will try to see how best this particular initiative would help the students. If they do not have resources in their offices, they can go to the articleship training portal and download all the relevant resources so that they can carry out their assignments well. We also will have an online mentoring. For the first time, we want to do this. Online mentoring is a scenario. Let us say Mr. Bhupati is free on a Sunday, and he said, Mr. Raghu, I am ready to mentor about 10 students from 10 to 12 on a Sunday morning. Mr. Bhupati would go to the portal of the institute, and he'll register himself, and he said, I am available to the students from 10 to 12 on Sunday morning. So let us say a student in Guntur wants to speak to Mr. Bhupati for about 10 minutes. She can also register herself, and from 10 to 10:10, Mr. Bhupati would mentor to her on Skype, and he'll be able to guide her. She could be able to ask him questions, and we want to utilize the talent of all our members in the profession. In fact, Mr. Mohan Das Pai, when I happened to meet him recently, he said, Raghu, it's an excellent idea, and I would like to be a part of this online mentoring. So this is what we want to do for the student community. And two more big bang things we want to do. The students in 100 reading halls, we already set up 30. We want to set up 70 more in the current year. We have 143 computer labs for your ITT training. For your advanced ITT2 training, we would be setting up high technology labs that will provide you the opportunity to get yourself trained in a ERP environment or a CBS. And today the entire banking industry is under CBS. All the top corporates under ERP. Today people are going to the cloud. We would like to train you, empower you on all the new technology which is required for you to audit in a computerized environment. That is for the student community. Then the next area which we would like to focus on technology. Technology is something very close. I'm passionate about technology, and we would like to embrace technology. Towards this, we would be making a simple beginning with setting up an ICAI technology global technology center. In this global technology center, what we will be doing is we'll be developing software that will be useful to the profession. Today, if you want to do an audit in a bank or you want to do an audit in a big company, you need to have audit software. These audit softwares are very expensive. So we want to develop softwares in our own technology center, and we would like to offer it to our members. It's a small beginning we want to make today. I'm sure in the years to come, this global technology center will develop softwares which will be used for the profession, and this is one step which I feel will be something useful to all our members. Number two, on the 12th of February when I took over as a president, we launched two initiatives. That was a mobile application. I think it's called as ICAI now. Today everyone is connected on the mobile. You go home, you see your wife texting, you see your daughter sending a message on WhatsApp, you have your son seeing on mobile, on the Facebook. So everyone is connected to the mobile phone. Even in the bus, you have students checking the mails on the mobile phone. So everyone is engaged with the mobile phone, and we can't get away from the mobile phone. I thought we should connect the entire CA community on the mobile phones, and we launched a mobile app. Today more than 40,000 members have downloaded the app in just about 4 days, and we find that more and more members are getting onto this. Maybe in the next 2.5 months, the entire CA community will be networked. We'll be flashing important information about the institute, latest notification, developments taking place in the profession, about the CA Institute activities on the mobile app. And I'm sure those of you who have downloaded would have seen the this new mobile app, for which we got a very good rating. And in case you have not downloaded, I think you should download it. The another important offering was the Knowledge Gateway. Today what is happening, whenever we go, they said institute is having so much of knowledge resources, why don't you share with the community at large? So we decided that information that can be shared in the public domain, we identified that, requested all the committees to put it in the Knowledge Gateway, and today the Knowledge Gateway is live. So anyone in the country, anyone in the world can download the institute resources, and there will be a great brand building for the institute. And I would request you to visit this Knowledge Gateway and give your feedback. Friends, finally, for all the members present here, we would like to have a digital library. Today, gone are the days where you go to the institute and refer the books. We would like to have a digital library wherein you will have access to all the resources of the various tax online portals. Everything will be available to you. We would like to subscribe on a centralized basis and provide you a user ID password so that the member can have a digital library of the institute at their doorstep. The next strategic area of focus would be infrastructure. Infrastructure has been something core to the institute. As I said, Mr. Balakrishnan, Mr. Bhupati, they've played such a big role in developing infrastructure. We'll continue to do the good work. We'll see all our branches will have state-of-the-art building. Recently, we dedicated a new branch building in Mangalore, a very fine building for the students and members of Mangalore, and we would like to continue our support for all the branches. And towards infrastructure, as I told you, we also plan to have a center of excellence at Jaipur and Ajmer, and all this would augur well for the profession. The next strategic area of focus would be branding. Branding is very important, very critical, not only in the country, outside the country. We put in all our efforts. When we met the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, he had all praise for the profession. When we met the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh at his residence, yes, he had good words about the profession, and that is because of the kind of recognition, the brand what we have as a CA. We would like to continue to focus this, and we would like to commit ourselves to the society at large, that yes, here is a group of 240,000 professionals that are interested in the welfare of the country, interested in the welfare and growth and development of the economy, and they are true partners in nation building. Towards that, a lot of efforts will be going to be done on branding, and that is the reason we have said we as an institute are moving towards new frontiers. Finally, friends, on the 11th area of strategic focus, we'll be doing a lot of activities for members. We'll have a national helpline so that you can reach out to the institute. You will have a self-service portal so that you can upload your forms electronically. We have a lot of plans, and for the CA Benevolent Fund, when we get a lot of requests from spouses of members asking us for financial support, we find that our corpus is inadequate, and this time we have an ambitious target of building up a good corpus. And recently, Mr. Mohandas Pai was in Mangalore for the inauguration of the branch building. He said, Raghu, why don't you build a corpus of 100 crores? Set yourself an ambitious target, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it. I readily accepted his suggestion. He drew out a plan as to how I could achieve 100 crores. And I said, sir, how can you help me? He said, Raghu, the first crore would be my contribution. And he announced a contribution of 1 crore to the CA Benevolent Fund. Friends, this is the kind of love and affection our members have. I would make an appeal to each one of you present here. In case any one of you is interested to contribute, you should contribute to the CA Benevolent Fund, and we will be very happy to take your contribution. Lastly, research. Research is a backbone of the institute. Today, if I have to be a leader, if I have to be in a position to influence the government and stakeholders, I should be good in research. We need to strengthen our research activity. We have an accounting research foundation. We would like to put in all efforts to see that we strengthen our research activities, and for this, your participation is important. Friends, finally, this is the 12-point agenda what I have had. Each one of you can play a role here. You can go back home. The agenda is on the website of the institute. The action plan is there. You decide where you can contribute, where you can play a role. Send a mail to me, and I'll be very happy to sort of take your, have your participation. Your suggestions are welcome. But only one thing I can tell you, I can put in my best efforts to see that I'll work for the welfare of the members and students. And for this, I once again seek your good wishes, your love, your affection, your guidance, and I'm sure with all your support, I'll be able to take the institute to greater heights. I once again thank the regional council for having invited me, for having permitted me to share my thoughts on this occasion, and I wish good luck to all of you.
Last year, we were